Howdy everybody, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we fought Mr. Ason, the ninja of the night, as I like to call him. We got his Santa hat here. I'm actually going to put this on, I think, for the remainder of this episode. We'll just pop that bad boy on. Kada-boom, and it's snowing. Actually, it is snowing outside right now where I'm at. It's very appropriate. Where I'm at now, I don't know if you guys have had this same thing, but it's been, I assume most of you have had the same thing since many of my viewers are in the US. But it's been freaking cold, man. We've been freezing. I've been freezing my behind off for the last 2 days. So, yeah, let me know in the comments how's it going where you guys are at. You guys are getting into this winter weather. Here it's like 0 degrees outside right now. It's so cold, like, you know that cold where you can feel the cold through the walls of your house? That's how cold it is outside right now where I'm at. So this is actually appropriate. I'm used to this by now. It's no big deal. Anyways, today, guys, we're going to work, as promised, on the front of the base. I want to make this place somewhat secure. And I have a couple of ideas, maybe, on how to do it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, let's see how much toast we have. We got 11,600 toast. I think we can actually cool it with the torcherinos for now. Let me actually, is there a way I can phase inside this wall? There might be, but I don't know it for the moment, so I'm just going to pop in here, nab this torcherino, take that out. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. There we go. So yeah, we'll just let this farm run as normal. Let me get this here. Come on now. There we go. All right, make sure we got all of these planted down, and that should work. There we go. So the farm will still be producing things, and that's upsetting. Let me fix this real quick. 1 second. There we go. The farm will still be producing wheat and bread and toast sandwiches, but not at the same rate. Because actually, I've had some of the other hermits complain about this toast sandwich farm causing issues and causing crashes, more specifically on the server. It's just too OP. This toast sandwich farm is it's too massive. It's too much for the server to handle. Anyways, let's see how our tool is doing. I think it should be doing quite well. Yeah, we got 3 modifiers on there right now, so this is about ready to be put into use. We'll let that continue to level up. Let's see how much sugarcane block we have here too. 4,800, nice. And I also am not chunk loading here. Because of the torcherinos and everything. So, yeah, we're looking good on that front, too. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into what we're going to do today. I think we'll work on the front of the base here. And so what I want, I think, lasers here. I think I want lasers of death. So that if anybody decides to, or any mob decides to walk in here, like walk into the base, they just get annihilated, like vaporized. I think that would be cool. I'm pretty sure. I'd like to sort of keep this front aesthetic, but we'll see. We'll see. I also might want to put some type of door here, perhaps, or some type of barrier to prevent just anybody from walking in. So the first thing I think we'll do, there's something called a vault door in here. Here it is. Yeah, vault door. This thing, from this image, looks pretty insane. I'm hoping it's a 3x3 vault door and not like a 1x1 vault door, but we're about to find out. We're going to craft this thing up and see. It's from the multi-storage mod, so it might not be as I expect it to be, but we're about to find out. Let me see what, of course, the recipe for the pistons, of course. There we go. And then I think I got everything else, maybe? I don't have glass. Really? Glass panes. Ah, okay. I gotcha. No worries. Glass panes. Thank you very much. And make the vault door. Boom. Let's see what this thing looks like. Alright, in our hand, it's looking pretty weak. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Pretty weak in the hand. Let's see what happens if I put this down. Door must be placed in a 2x2 or 3x3 opening that is framed with vault blocks. Right. Did not know that. Okay. How do we make those? Let's take a look. This is something I've never seen before, never heard of. I saw this vault door and I'm like, let's just see what happens. So let's just vault blocks is what it said. Here we go. For multi-storage, they are apparently uncraftable. Really? Vault wall block. What? Let me hold on. Vault what? Why can we not make this? All right, guys, welcome back. Yeah, so I'm not sure why the recipe is not showing in JEI. I believe that's what the mod is called. But I think I found the recipe, and it goes a little something like this. So we need 2 buckets. We need... You know what we need? We need an infinite water source. Luckily, we have a sink over here, I think I put down the other day. So that will work as our water source. Very nice. That's a very nice sink, I gotta say. I love that. Cooking for blockheads adds that, apparently. Very nice. So we need gravel, and we need sand. I don't think it matters what type of sand. We need the water bucket in there, empty bucket, and that gives us vault concrete. Yeah, sweet. And then we just need an iron bar. Let me see here. Iron bar. And then I think... Let's see here. I think we just put this down and then click it with the concrete bucket. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Okay, I can get this back now. Broken vault wall block. Oh, so you can't, like... Wait. So... Can I repair this now? What? I can't repair this, can I? No, okay. Well, that's how you make them, so that's what we're going to have to do. And the vault door said we have to have it in a 2x2 or 3x3 opening that's framed with vault blocks. Alright, so this is perfect. This is a 3x3 here. So, I'm thinking we make, yeah, this whole, let's see, we could do like the outer layer, be like the vault door, and then the inner layer have like the laser beams and stuff. I think that would be awesome. Alright, let me craft up a bunch more of these vault blocks. We're going to need about 12 or 15 of these in total. And we will see exactly what it entails and what we have to do to set this thing up. So we'll get some more concrete here, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, we got our vault wall blocks all up. It's in a 3x3 area here, and... That... what? Door must be placed in a 2x2 or 3x3 opening that is framed with vault blocks. It is framed with vault blocks. What the world? Oh, does this actually have to be like a real vault? No. Like, we gotta put a back on this? Come on now. Seriously? Oh, this is... Alright, let's try it out. Let's just place down these in the back here and just see what happens. Alright, we got this 3x3 vault built here. I'm gonna see what happens when we place this down on this. This should work, it seems. Door must be placed in a 2x2 or 3x3 opening that is framed with vault blocks. This is definitely 3x3, and it is framed with the vault wall blocks. Alright guys, so I discovered why we're getting this message here. The door not only has to be framed with vault blocks, but it has to be fully framed, meaning the block that would go right here has to be a vault block, and the block that goes right there also has to be a vault block, as well as like this block here, and all the blocks underneath in the floor. Those all have to be vault blocks. Plus, in my testing, I realized that the vault actually becomes impenetrable. Like, you literally cannot dig through it with any tool that I discovered, and you can't, like, destroy it in any way. So, probably a good thing we didn't succeed in making it right here. Otherwise, the base entrance would have been totally sealed off, pretty much permanently. So, I'm just going to get rid of all this vault wall block, and I think I want a vault, actually. I think I want a vault elsewhere. So guys, the vault has now been taken down. We got a bunch of broken vault wall blocks, and I'm wondering if we maybe can like restore these with, let's say, like maybe water or something. Let me get this out here and try this real quick. I don't think this will work, but no, that's not how it works. What if I click it with concrete? Will it make it? Oh yeah, it does. Nice. Good to know. Okay, so we can just use these as the vault walls. Sweet. So, I'm thinking of where to put the vault, because I kind of really want one now. I was thinking maybe over here, because this would be a spot we frequent a lot. We could put it like in the wall here with the 3x3 door. Another spot I thought would be like over here. Could make it, you know, in this wall right here as one of the few modules we got here. That would be kind of interesting. Another spot would be in the wall here. I'm thinking maybe here in the wall, perhaps. I think it can be up to like a 16 by 16 vault, so I think we can make it fairly large. This seems like it's going to be like my main spot, though, like this area here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should put it in this wall, because then I can make it as big as I want to. Yeah, let's actually put it in this wall right here. I like this spot. Let's make a hole here. Let's say we put it here. Sure. Yeah, right here is fine. Awesome. We want to make this fairly large, so let's just dig back a little bit here. Also get out our shovel. Sure, we have a bunch of tools. So let me just make a big area here, put all the vault blocks down, and we're going to make a giant vault right here. Well, I may have gone a little bit overboard with the vaults. We have all of our iron bars down. Now we just got to pour all the concrete, which is going to take some time. So we got a bunch of iron bars down, and the concrete is now ready to pour. All we got to do now is simply get a couple hundred blocks of concrete. Oh, wow, the... Okay, it does multiple blocks if you have... Oh, yeah, that's cool. It does multiple blocks if you have broken blocks. That's good. So that helps a little bit, I guess. But, yeah, we have to do individual pours for all the iron bars you see, which is the vast majority of this. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come. We now have all of the necessary vault wall blocks to place our vault door. And voila! We have our vault door. There we go. We can just snipe on through to the other side just by right-clicking. And this is going to be actually a super secure storage. So if we want to, hide something in here that we don't want to, don't want to have anybody steal or anything, we can just put this door up, which it already is up, actually, and now it's pretty much secured, because if I shift right-click on it, we can actually give access to people. So users have to be on the whitelist to enter this. We could put, Impulse on here, or somebody, that we trusted to get in here. We also have different modes we can put this door into, actually. So this is currently in kill mode. So intruders are going to be kicked out, and if you try to enter again, then you'll be killed. So that's pretty insane. We have kick mode. Intruders will be kicked out. So that doesn't kill them, it just kicks them out. Makes it so they can't get inside. And then we have defense mode. Off, basically. So this is when, if you want people to be able to get in here, yeah, you can turn that off. We're going to keep it on kill mode for right now, actually. And we're not going to whitelist anybody, because we're going to put something in here that is very special and modded. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in here, and I want to see if you guys can guess what we're going to put in here. Alright guys, the moment has come. What did we hide behind the vault? What lies beyond this door? Take your guesses now. Take your guesses now in the comments. We'll see how many of you guys get it right. I'm guessing 0. I'm guessing 0, because what's behind this door is so revolutionary, so game-changing, so unbelievably unexpected that it defies belief. Are you ready, guys? Make your guesses in the comments now. We'll see how many of you get it right. And behind the vault door is another vault. Ah, got you guys. You guys were expecting something epic, but it's just another vault door. Just another vault door. Vaultception, vault inside of a vault, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't sure if this was actually going to work, but it actually does work quite well, which is fantastic. So, dual layer security, you guys know me. Some of you guys might have actually gotten it. You guys know I like dual layer security, so we got a vault door here and a vault door here. Dual layer, baby. So, that begs the question, what is now behind vault door number 2? Take your guesses now. Take your guesses now. And this one's probably a little bit more expected, or maybe not. And could it be true? The legends. Cub's coat has returned from the grave. That's right, guys. We got the original Cub's coat back. Hooray! Wait a second. Wait a second. Hooray! Yeah, there we go. Celebrating with the Santa hat on. Very nice. So we got the original Cubs coat back. Everything is all tip-top. Let's put this baby on. Let's get all warm and snuggly with the Cubs coat. We need it right now. It's like -10 outside right now. There we go. Cubs coat back on my body. Now I'm feeling all warm and snuggly. So we got the original Cubs coat in here in a highly secured environment where it cannot be stolen at any time by anyone. So yeah, there we go. So that is our vault holding Cubs coat in the inner vault. And I want to make sure, let me just check this. Alright, so we're going to have the outer vault, or the inner vault rather, on kill mode. And then we're going to have the outer vault, we're going to have this on no action. So people can just walk in, they're going to be like, hey, this is no vault, it's not secure. I'm going to go into the next one. They're going to click on it, they're going to get kicked back out. And then they're going to be like, what the heck? I just went through that door. Why can't I go through this one? They'll click on it again. And then since it's in kill mode, rip intruder. Rip intruder. I'm expecting to maybe get somebody with this one time. At least one time. Hopefully one time at least. You guys should tell people to come and prank me. Try and break into the vault. Because actually this cannot be broken. Let me just show you here real quick. You can't actually break these blocks. They're unbreakable. If you get out like your swapping wand. Like if I get this out, let me actually just go outside here. So if I do something like, let me get some blocks here. Common blocks. Yeah, I got some of those. So if we do selected block and try to replace it, it just doesn't work. Let me see if I can show that more accurately here. Come inside here. This block cannot be swapped. I don't know if you can actually get inside of this. Maybe you can. Maybe there's an access code, a master override or something, but I don't know. But Cubs code I think is pretty well secured in here. Yeah, definitely a safe spot for it. So that's what we got in there. We also might add like the original toast sandwich, maybe a couple other things. You guys let me know what I should put in the vault here. We can actually pass things back and forth too, from like the vault to the outside if we want to. I think we do that with some special vault blocks, I think. Yeah, vault redstone pass, liquid, so you can put liquid power in there. You can get a couple different things in there. So, interesting stuff. We might look into it in the future. But, that is our vault, ladies and gentlemen. That took quite a while to make, to put down all the concrete. Took way longer than I thought, many hours. But, we're now ready to try the second idea I had for this front bit here. And that is the lasers of certain death. So, let me see, certain death. You guys think I was joking, but there really is a literal lens of certain death in here. So we need a lens of detonation, which is actually from the lens of color, which is actually from a lens. Okay, so we need a lens. That's what we need. So let's go ahead and start to make this. We'll go over here to the actual additions room to make this, and we will we'll see what comes of this. Alright guys, so we are set with our lenses here. I crafted a few of those, and I also crafted up some atomic reconstructors. So let's go ahead and get crafting this lens of certain death. And actually, I think there is one more lens that is actually more powerful than the lens of certain death, called the lens of the killer. Look at this crafting recipe. You need the lens of certain death. That's just one component. You need a sharpness 5 book and a diamond sword. So maybe, I don't know. That seems a little bit rough, but we'll see. We'll test it out and see how it works. So, right, we need to get the lens of color first. This is the first step, basically, as you can see here. So, lens of color and then lens of detonation. So, this one I think we can craft in here. So, we're going to need to throw down a block, I believe, and then these lenses. And actually, I think we can do them all at once. Hopefully we can. Let's just see. Yep, there we go. Sweet, so now we have the lens of color. 4 of them. Do they stack? They don't stack. How about that? Okay. Anyway, yeah, the lens of color, what we can do with that, this is kind of an interesting thing in and of itself. So if we put one right there, we can actually convert, I think, any block that can be dyed into colored versions of that block. So let's just put down some wool and some glass and see if we can see that. Except this is not already colored, so apparently you can't convert the default ones. You have to have the regular ones. But yeah, the wool can be. So there we go. Perfect. And yeah, I think it switches it to like a random color pretty much. Yeah. But that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So now we got some pink wool. There we go. Alright, so next one we're going to do is called the Lens of Detonation. And once we get this lens, we might want to... Let's just do this. Whoops. There we go. Lens of Detonation. We probably want to test this one outside. And I also want to get one more here, actually. And we'll get one more still, I think. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then, let's see, we also want the next tier up, which is another tier up. There we go. And we'll get one more. So now we have the Lens of Certain Death. There we go. And we also, I think we want to try to get the Lens of the Killer, just to see what that does. Lens of the Killer. There we go. Okay. So, let's see what happens here. I'm guessing this is going to be certain death for us. So we will see. Alright, so we want to have this. We gotta right-click it, make it a pulsar. Let's see, we need a button. Dang it, I always forget buttons. There we go. So we'll come on over here. Button, please. Come on now. One stone. There we go. Alright, awesome. So, Lens of Detonation is going to be the first one. We're just going to go in order and test these out, see what happens. So, this here. Okay, we need some, of course, energy. It's going to fill up. Okay. Lens of the Killer. Let's not start off with that one. Let's start with Lens of Detonation. Let's see what this one does. We'll put that on there. There we go. And this is filling up. We'll wait till it gets to maximum. I think it only doesn't take up like the full RF though, but we'll see. We'll see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it didn't do anything. Hold on. I wonder if it does it need a block in front. That's not in front. Let's put just a row of blocks like that. Here we go. Oh, okay. Rip dogs. Wow. My bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me, dogs. Let's put out all these fires around here. He survived, though. Wow, that was a big explosion. That's insane. Okay, well, we know, that's the Lens of Detonation. That's the lowest tier one. Interesting. Interesting. All right. All right. Let's head over this way. I'm gonna put my stuff away for now, because I don't want some weird glitch to happen where I lose everything. Let me put this stuff in here, let's say. Let's get this all sort of figured out. Put that in there, and then we'll just dump everything off in here that we do not need at the moment. Here we go, guys. Rip me. I'm almost certain this is going to kill us. I'm going to keep my armor on. Oh, we got the Jasassin hat on. We'll keep the Jasassin hat on. We'll see what happens here. Oh, man, did that destroy our capacitor bank? Oh, man, rip capacitor bank. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see if this thing the button died too. Wow. Okay. Let's reload and hopefully not have another capacitor bank be destroyed. Alright, guys. So we have our capacitor bank right here. We got our Lens of Certain Death on this thing. I got my stuff on. My dark boots, my dark leggings, stuff like that. Gonna see how much damage this Lens of Certain Death does to me. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, not bad. Three hearts. It does pretty significantly damage the armor. I think if I was not wearing armor, I would probably die. Let's just test that out by dumping off the armor. We'll dump off all this. Get rid of that. Get rid of most of our toast. Try it out one more time, just to see. I'm just curious how much damage it does. I'm guessing it probably will murder us, though. Nope, not quite. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so Lens of Certain Death is anything but, it appears. Let's test out the Lens of the Killer. This one should probably be a lot more, I'm guessing. But we'll see. We'll see. So we'll swap this out. Lens of Certain Death for Lens of the Killer. There we go. Gonna stand in front of it, and 3, 2, 1. Still nothing. Interesting. Wow, I was expecting more of this Lens of the Killer, I'm going to be honest. If it hits you point blank with armor on, 3 hearts of damage, which is instantly healed. Without the armor on, still only does about 7 hearts. That's disappointing. I thought it would be certain death for sure. It seems like the lens of certain death and the lens of the killer are pretty much the same thing. That's disappointing. I'm honestly disappointed here, guys. I'm disappointed in that. So, is there another... Let's see, lens of detonation, certain death, killer, disenchanting, minor. And there's some other lenses as well, but nothing really that's like certain death, guaranteed death. Ah, man. So the idea what I was hoping to do would be to put the lens of certain death facing upward right here, and then have those pulse whenever I'm offline periodically. But that doesn't seem to be the case. That does not seem to be the case at all. So we might have to come up with a new door. Like the laser door idea is not going to work. It's not really going to prevent mobs or anything from coming in. It'll certainly help if we had 2 or 3 layers maybe, but it's not really going to do what I want it to do, which is pretty much keep all mobs out. I want it to be like an actual like laser door too. Yep, we'll have to look up something else. Alright guys, so for this door, I want to have 2 things happen. I want to have, number 1, like a garage door type thing. So either like this whole section of blocks like swings down and closes right here. And then swings back up once we open it. Or we could have like a door pop out of nowhere so that it places like a row of blocks, a row of blocks, a row of blocks. And that would be like the closed state. And then when we walk up to it, it opens like in the reverse order from the top down. We walk through, and then it closes behind us, and then the opposite happens when we come back. It'll open up and then close when we, get into our base, etc. So that's one functionality I want. The other functionality I want is that I don't want any mobs to be able to ever walk through here, because we still get zombies on occasion, baby zombies especially, sometimes skeletons, witches, etc. that can sometimes wander in here, and I don't want that anymore. Just want to be able to, take out all these torches out here potentially, and then just, not have to worry about any mobs coming through regardless if they spawn or not. So, to do that, we're going to use a shield projector. So this is the shield projector right here. So, yeah, there's different colors you can make it, but the real magic is in this stuff here, which I'll show you in a second. The only thing I don't like about this is you have to have this touching the shield, apparently. Which I don't really care for, because that means we're going to have something like that right there, which is kind of an ugly block. So, let's just set this to insert. We want it to always be active. It should be getting power. Yes, okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to put down these shield templates here, which I crafted up. And so we'll put these down like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on the block. And there we go. There's our shield right there. You see it has a orange tint to it, but we can of course change that. You can change it right here. Let's say we want, let's see, can we have just a regular, like totally transparent thing? Is that going to be transparent now? No, that's not quite transparent, but you get the idea. It's almost transparent. We can barely see the shield there. Let's see. We want to have, yeah, this is what we want to deal with here. So right now we can pass right through the shield as you just saw. We want to change this so that it's solid. And we want it to be solid to hostile mobs. That means hostile mobs will treat these as solid blocks. We could also, make it so that items could fall through. Or items we could pass through, but items couldn't. That's interesting. We could have it match players. So I could just have it allow me through only. That would also be kind of interesting. But let's do hostile mobs solid, and we'll add that. And then I think I want this to be like this, maybe? Not implemented yet. Oh, so we can't actually have it a different color. I see. So let's see what this does. Ooh, that looks horrible. Man. Let's do the transparent version. Or invisible. There we go. There we go. Invisible. Sweet. Sweet. So now, we have to see if we can get a hostile mob here. We might have to wait until night, but no hostile mobs should be able to get through this now. But we should be able to get through it. Let's see if I can find one. Looks like there's some in the cave. In the cave itself. Let me grab a soul vial. Soul vial. There we go. And we want to go catch a mob here. Let me go catch like a skeleton or something and see if they can actually get through the barrier here. So I captured a zombie in a soul vial. We're going to see if he can actually make it through this shield projector or not. Make sure it's working right. So we'll place the zombie down right there. And yeah, as you can see, he treats this bit here as solid blocks, so he cannot make it through. Nice. That's awesome. Alright, yeah, just to show you, he is following me. Yeah, he is trying to get to me, but he just can't get there. Apparently I have thorns on one of these, yep. Apparently. Cool, cool. Alright, so, that's awesome. So yeah, mobs can now no longer get through to our base here. Perfectly fine. Standing here, and I think I can actually... should be able to throw, yeah, throw stuff through there, so that's cool. So now that we know that the shield works, we're now going to make the garage door portion of this. So to do that, we're hopefully not going to crash here. I think Iskall is up to no good on the server. But yeah, we're going to use these phantom placers and phantom breakers. So here's the recipe. We need a phantom face, which is not really cheap, honestly. And then we also need a, what is it? Auto placer right here, which is also kind of expensive, but not too bad, not too bad. And we're also going to need some of these phantom breakers, because these phantom placers can actually place blocks, and these phantom breakers can then remove those same blocks, I believe. So we might have to test out like how exactly this works, but I think it's a pretty good plan, and I think it can actually do what we want it to do, provided we do the redstone right. So let's go ahead and craft up those blocks and do some testing. Alright guys, so we got our phantom breakers and phantom placers, and I think these will work as long as we do like a sequenced type of, you know, breaking of blocks and placing of blocks here. Let me sort of demonstrate how this is going to work. So we got our placer, phantom placer right there. We also have a breaker right here. So let me just clear the connector here. Connection was cleared. Connection was cleared. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to have this block be the block that places stuff. So let me just put a button on top of this. Right there and right there. And we'll switch this one to pulse. Yeah, so they both activate whenever we hit the button. And what we want is we want this iron casing to be sort of our block we're going to place. So we'll place that into the placer. We're going to have this place, I think, down. And so then, let's see here. We're going to basically have this toggle up to here. Here, actually. There we go. Okay, it's connected to the iron casing right there. There's 3 blocks away. Alright. If I break this, I should be able to hit this button and it should place the block right here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So that's what we're going to do for the placement. So that will place all of our blocks. So we'll have it, you know, we'll have a couple more of these, you know, stacked up basically. So it'll be like, you know, boom, 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 3 up, 3 in a row, boom, 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 like that. And then we'll have the breaker here. This only has a range of 3, so we may need to increase or get this closer. Let's see here. Yeah, let's put this right here. And we'll connect this up to here as well. And let's actually do this. Let's put this in there. And we'll put a button on it. And so this should break this block. And then put it in its inventory. Sweet. And then what we can do is we can take some item conduits. Item conduits. We can make some of those. Thank you very much. Make some of these. Take these out here. And we can move the block from this inventory to this inventory. So this is going to be insert. This is going to be extract. And it's at 8 right now. We want this to be always active. We want this to be inserting. And there we go. It's at 9. So let's try this again. So what's going to happen again? We're going to have this place. And then this break. And then the blocks come back. And let's try it with just one in there. So place. Break. And it goes back into this one. Sweet. So that's going to be our system. And we also are going to need a sequencer, I think, from RF Tools. So let me just look at that real quick. Sequencer. So this block emits a series of redstone signals in a pattern that you can set in the GUI. Yeah. So we want this to basically, you know, activate the first row. So the first row would be like the placers all firing. Placers all firing like this, so they'd be, you know, they go boom, 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 like that. Then the second row, boom, boom, boom. Third row, boom, 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 like that. And then we also need a player detector. So let me just see what we need for that. Well, maybe entity detector. Entity detector, yeah, from random things. We need this as well. And that can be basically what detects when we get close to the door. So then it will open it for us, and then it should close behind us once the signal goes away. So that is what I'm planning right now, guys. So, I think it should work. Let me go ahead and craft up all the blocks we need, and we'll put it together. Alright, guys, so you can now see the mystical connections that are happening here. We have a lot of phantom placers and some phantom breakers down here, all connected to various blocks in this 3x3 slot here. So let's just go ahead and we'll see if this thing works. We'll go ahead and place down our iron casings here as our door. There we go. So that will be our door. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to come on down here. We're going to enable this. So it's going to break the door. And yes, it broke the door successfully. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like when it's down. Just going to have a clear shot through with a lot of particles here. Unfortunately, I don't think you can change the particles. Those have to be there to, yeah, verify the connection between the placers and the breakers and the block above. I think the light purple is the placer, and then these dark purple ones you see shooting up here, these are the breakers. So now if I go ahead and move away from this, boom, 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 except this should not be cobblestone. We might have an issue down here with more than one block in here. Let's see. Not that one. Not that one. Let's try that again here. Yeah. Alright, we have more than one block in that one. And I think that should be good now. Alright, let's try it again. So we come up here, move away from this door. Boom, boom, boom. Door goes up. We come closer. Door goes down. Sweet! Alright, that works. That works. Very nice. Hypno's out. Alright, later, man. Sweet. Okay, so, yeah, I think the door works, and we'll test it this way as well. 1, 2, 3. And then, coming back. 1, 2, 3. The only thing I don't like about this right now is the animation. So I like the closing animation. The closing animation is exactly how we want it. So it goes up from the bottom, and when it opens, I like it to come down from the top, actually. So in order to do that, right now, if we go down here, I'll sort of show you what we have. So right now we have like a direct redstone connection between the entity detector and both the placers and the breakers. Instead, what I think we'll have to do is we'll have to get another entity detector, and we will basically, yeah, hook it up so that it actually activates the bottom first. So that way it'll go from the bottom, because these bottom ones are actually connected to the top blocks. And these bottom ones here are connected to the ones like directly above them to save on phantom boosters, because yeah, it requires a lot of phantom boosters. As you can tell, we have, let's see, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 phantom boosters for this one door, plus a lot of other components, which means this door was not as inexpensive as I thought it would be, but definitely should do the job. But like I said, I want that animation to come from the top down, so like it's popping out of the floor instead of from the bottom up as you saw there. So I'll try to fix that so that it works, and I'll be right back. So we fixed the animation on the door. It will now open from the top down, so it's going to look like the door is lowering itself, and then it's also going to come, as it did before, from the bottom up. So let's just see that. We'll just walk up here. There we go, top down, and we walk through to the other side. We should see here, it goes from the bottom up. Yep, just like that. Boom, 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 straight up, and then we come closer, top down. Very nice, very nice. And also, yeah, we made it much faster. Let me just show you what we did right down here. If I can actually get down here. There we go. So yeah, we just added a second entity detector right here. So this one controls the placement, so the the closing sequence, and this one controls the opening sequence, which are controlled by the phantom breakers. So it controls all the phantom breakers here. And actually, this piece of redstone is not needed. Nor is that block. But yeah, that's basically how it works. Pretty straightforward system, but it was a little bit expensive because all these placers and breakers are not too cheap. But the main cost was in the phantom boosters. This requires a lot of diamonds and a lot of ender pearls. So that was the main expense. But yeah, definitely a cool thing. And plus, you gotta remember we also have the shield preventing mobs from coming in, even if this door is open. So yeah, looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty sweet. I like it. I like the animation. I think I'm going to call this the Phantom Door because it has all these sparkly effects, these particle effects here when it's open, and a little bit less so when it's closed, but still kind of cool. Still kind of cool. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be all for me today from Modded. Next time we have to work on energy production and a bunch of other stuff, but we're running a little bit late on time today, so until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cobb. Goodbye.